story of Jesus and his glory.
I thought you were gonna say I love eggs.
I love to tell the story. Hey, what the fuck are you looking at?
Oh, I don't know why he's like that sometimes. You can feel cold air coming out of there. Okay. The other night, Ezeb and I were sleeping, and it was just like in that story, the night before Christmas, when all through the house, it was like a huge clutter, and we woke up to see what was the matter, and we went out to the window, and we saw the most horrific sight I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, we're from the country, and we're staying in the city, but this is bad. It was crazy. So there was arrows everywhere. I mean, all over the street, and they were shooting at each other. I didn't understand what was going on. They were fighting, they were screaming, they were yelling about, "You done something to my girl, you motherfucking asshole," and I don't know. I mean, it was words that I never really said before, and it was kind of hurting me, but it was very interesting. So anyway, when we first woke up, we heard like 5 shots right in a row, like bang, 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 bang. And then we ran to the window, and I looked out the window, and I saw, if you come this way, it was out in the middle of the street, just like this. But you have to imagine it was like at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was very dark, you know. And they were right here in the street, and they were pointing guns at each other, and it was just one guy, and he was pointing his gun, and the other guy was like laying on the ground, and he was like laying out like this, and he was all shot up, and he was like hurting, and he was rolling on the ground, and he rolled underneath a car right over here. Come on. Like if this were the real car, because, you know, it's not the same day, but if this were the real car, he rolled right under this car right here. And the other guy thought that he had killed him, so, you know, he walked off. But there were all these people, like, right around outside the building. And then, so the guy, he starts walking away like this, you know. And then he thinks about it for a moment, because you can see it, you know, from the back of him. And he turns around, and he makes a big decision. He decides that he's going to make sure that that guy is dead. So he runs back over, and he shoots him 5 more times, and I totally saw it. I totally saw all of it. It was very upsetting indeed. And the man was shot in his face, and he was laying underneath the car. It was horrible. It was so horrible, and people were screaming. There was a girl. She was out in the street. She was out in the middle of the street, like where all these cars are, and she was screaming really loud. I mean, it looked like a Tennessee Williams play or something. She was out, and she was like tearing her shirt, and she was like screaming to the heavens, and she was very upset. And nobody, I swear to God, nobody was even paying attention to anything she was saying. It sounded a lot like that. I don't know about the city here. It's kind of a weird place. But she was screaming the whole time, and people were just ignoring her. They like wanted her to be quiet. She was so upset. It really hurt my heart to see her that upset. She was, I don't know. It was bad. But on the bright side, I came out the next morning, and I found this on the ground. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that I would take this bullet and I would turn it into a necklace. And it would be like a talisman for that young man who got shot in the face. Because when they brought him to the hospital, he died. So I'm going to keep it with me always. That way it's like he's kind of still alive. Somebody's got to do something good for him, right? That's all.
You tell the story?
I did.
I love to tell the story.